Welcome to G Fun Facts Online. Think about the office. For decades, it was a fixed concept, a building you went to from 9 to 5, sat at an assigned desk, and did your work. But what if the office wasn't a place you had to go, but a destination you chose to visit? This isn't a futuristic fantasy. It's a revolution happening right now, and it's being driven by the newest generation entering the workforce, Gen Z. Born between 1997 and 2012, this is the first generation of true digital natives. They've never known a world without the internet, they grew up amidst global crises, and they have a deeply ingrained sense of social and environmental awareness. By 2025, they'll make up over a quarter of the global workforce, and they aren't just asking for change, they're demanding it. Companies are now scrambling to ditch the old rows of cubicles and hierarchical layouts, realizing that to attract and retain this new wave of talent, they need to fundamentally rethink what an office is. Today, we're diving deep into how Gen Z is redesigning the modern office from the ground up, creating spaces that are flexible, intelligent, and purpose-driven. This is the blueprint for the office of tomorrow, and it's being built today. Let's start with the single biggest demand from the Gen Z workforce: flexibility. Having come of age during a pandemic that proved remote work is not just possible but often preferable, this generation sees little value in rigid schedules and assigned seating. The data is staggering. A full 77% of Gen Zers say they would consider finding a new job if their employer forced them to work from the office full-time. This has given rise to a concept called the fluid office, a workspace that is adaptable, agile, and founded on the principle of employee choice. So what does a fluid office actually look like? First, there's a trend called activity-based working, or ABW. Instead of giving every employee a permanent desk, ABW environments offer a whole menu of spaces designed for different kinds of tasks. Imagine walking into your office and having the choice to work from an open, buzzing collaborative zone for a team brainstorm. Then, when you need to focus and write a report, you can move to a quiet, library-like area. For a private video call, you pop into a soundproof phone booth or a small pod. For a casual catch-up, you might meet a colleague in a comfortable lounge area. This approach empowers employees to choose the setting that best fits their needs at any given moment. It's about giving them autonomy, which in turn boosts productivity and job satisfaction. Google, for instance, has redesigned its post-pandemic offices to include what they call team pods. These are incredibly flexible spaces with movable furniture, whiteboards on wheels, and easy-to-change partitions that can be completely reconfigured in just a few hours to suit whatever a project team needs. This leads us directly to hot desking and hoteling. With a hybrid model where not everyone is in the office on the same day, having an assigned desk for every single employee just doesn't make sense. It's an inefficient use of expensive real estate. Hot desking, where employees simply find and use any available desk for the day, and hoteling, where you reserve a desk in advance through a booking system, are the logical solutions. Not only do these systems optimize space, but they have a fascinating side effect. They encourage people to sit with different colleagues each day. This breaks down the invisible walls between departments, fostering new connections and sparking cross-team collaboration. The furniture itself is also becoming fluid. Think modular seating that can be arranged in dozens of ways, movable walls that can turn one large room into 3 smaller ones, and just about everything on casters. This means a large open area can be a collaborative workspace in the morning, a presentation venue for a company-wide meeting in the afternoon, and a social event space in the evening. This level of adaptability ensures the office isn't a static monument, but a living, breathing space that evolves with the needs of the people who use it. Of course, this fluidity is only possible because of technology, which brings us to our next major shift: the smart and seamless digital workplace. As digital natives, Gen Z's comfort with technology is innate. They expect their workplace technology to be just as fast, intuitive, and seamless as the apps on their smartphones. A clunky interface, slow Wi-Fi, or outdated software isn't just a minor annoyance for them. It's a major source of frustration and a clear sign that a company is out of touch. The numbers back this up. A remarkable 91% of Gen Z employees say that a company's technological sophistication would directly influence their decision to accept a job offer. To meet these high expectations, companies are racing to create truly "smart offices." This is about more than just fast internet. It's about a fully integrated ecosystem. Imagine using a company app on your phone to book a desk and a meeting room for the day. As you approach the building, a touchless entry system recognizes your phone or uses biometrics, and the doors unlock automatically. The smart lighting and climate control in your booked meeting room adjust to a preset preference. This isn't science fiction. It's becoming the standard. These systems are often integrated directly with platforms like Microsoft Teams or Slack, allowing employees to seamlessly plan their entire office day from a single application. Artificial intelligence is also being woven into the fabric of the workplace. AI-powered tools can automate repetitive tasks, like data entry or scheduling. They can transcribe and summarize meeting notes, freeing up employees to actually participate in the discussion. AI can even provide personalized suggestions for professional development and learning. While some people worry about an over-reliance on AI, most of Gen Z sees it as a powerful tool to improve their work-life balance by freeing them up to focus on the more creative, strategic, and human parts of their jobs. And in a hybrid world, the technology that connects in-office and remote employees has to be flawless. We're talking about state-of-the-art video conferencing that makes remote participants feel like they're in the room, interactive digital whiteboards that everyone can draw on simultaneously, and robust collaboration platforms that make sharing work effortless. The goal here is equity. It's about creating an experience where all employees, regardless of their physical location, can participate and contribute equally. Gone are the days of remote workers feeling like second-class citizens, struggling to hear or be seen. Finally, Gen Z has no patience for analog processes. Manual data entry or information being trapped on someone's local hard drive is anathema to them. They expect on-demand access to the data and tools they need to do their jobs, from anywhere on any device. This has massively accelerated the corporate world's move to cloud-based software and storage solutions, which provide instant, secure access to information for everyone. Now, let's move beyond the functional and technical aspects to something that might be even more important to Gen Z: purpose. More than any generation before them, Gen Z is driven by a powerful sense of purpose and a deep concern for social and environmental issues. They don't just want a paycheck. They want to work for organizations that align with their personal values and are actively trying to make a positive impact on the world. This means the physical office has to be more than just a place to work. It has to be a tangible representation of a company's values. And for Gen Z, sustainability is non-negotiable. A 2021 study showed that 73% of Gen Z consumers are willing to pay more for sustainable products, and that sentiment carries directly over to their choice of employer. They want to see demonstrable sustainability. This goes far beyond just having recycling bins. Companies are now aiming for official green building certifications like LEED or BREEAM. These are rigorous standards that certify a building's environmental performance, focusing on things like energy-efficient lighting and HVAC systems, sustainable water management, and the use of non-toxic, low-emission materials. Achieving a certification like LEED Platinum is a clear, verifiable signal that a company is serious about its environmental commitment. Another key part of this is biophilic design. It's a fancy term for a simple idea. Humans have an innate need to connect with nature. Biophilic design brings natural elements into the office. This means living green walls, abundant indoor plants, the use of natural materials like wood and stone, and, crucially, maximizing natural light. Not only do these elements create a more beautiful and sustainable building, but countless studies have proven they reduce stress, improve mood, and boost productivity. Companies are also implementing comprehensive waste reduction programs, composting food waste from office kitchens, and choosing furniture and materials based on circular economy principles, meaning they can be reused, repaired, or recycled at the end of their life. Alongside environmental wellness is a focus on personal wellness. Gen Z is acutely aware of the importance of mental health and expects employers to prioritize it. This has led to the rise of design standards like the WELL Building Standard, which specifically measures a building's impact on human health across categories like air, water, light, and mind. A WELL-certified office might have advanced air and water filtration, ergonomic furniture everywhere, access to healthy food options, and spaces designed specifically for mental decompression. We're seeing the rise of dedicated wellness rooms, which can be used for meditation, prayer, or just a few moments of quiet reflection, away from the hustle of the open office. Amenities like on-site fitness centers, yoga studios, and access to outdoor spaces like rooftop terraces or walking paths are no longer seen as extravagant perks. They're becoming essential components of a holistic approach to employee well-being. And this focus on people extends to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Gen Z expects their workplaces to be genuinely inclusive, and that needs to be reflected in the physical design. This can mean simple but important things like offering gender-neutral restrooms. It means ensuring the entire office is fully accessible for individuals with disabilities. It means creating spaces that are respectful of different cultural practices, like multi-faith prayer rooms. The design of the office should send a clear message: everyone is welcome and valued here. So which companies are leading the charge? Let's look at a few case studies. Google has long been a pioneer in office design, but they're not resting on their laurels. Their latest designs focus on extreme flexibility. We mentioned their team pods, but they've also built outdoor workspaces like Camp Charleston, which are highly adaptable and cater to the need for both collaboration and fresh air. Interestingly, after consulting with sociologists who study Gen Z, Google is actively trying to unwind the very open office plans it helped popularize, recognizing that younger workers need more privacy and personal space to focus. And their commitment to sustainability is real. Their newer building in Ann Arbor, Michigan, for example, has earned LEED Gold certification. Microsoft has taken a fascinating, data-driven approach. In one study, they relocated an engineering group and used data analytics to study their meeting patterns. They found that being physically closer led to more frequent but shorter, more informal meetings. This seemingly small change saved a huge amount of employee time and money, highlighting the vital role of physical space in fostering the kind of spontaneous, face-to-face interaction that builds real community. Microsoft is also heavily invested in the holistic well-being of its employees, a value that resonates deeply with Gen Z by expanding benefits to include robust mental, emotional, and social health support. Finally, you can't talk about a company that appeals to Gen Z values without mentioning Patagonia. While they aren't a tech giant, their entire corporate ethos is a masterclass in purpose-driven business. Their unwavering commitment to environmental sustainability is legendary. From their Worn Wear program that repairs and recycles clothing, to their pledge of donating 1% of all sales to environmental groups. This makes them a magnet for young, value-driven talent. Their office culture reflects this, with famous perks like on-site childcare and actively encouraging employees to go surfing or hiking during the workday. It shows a deep understanding of work-life integration and purpose-driven work. The arrival of Gen Z in the workforce isn't just a demographic shift, it's a profound cultural one. They are fundamentally challenging long-held beliefs about what an office is and what it should be for. The future of office design isn't about flashy gimmicks or slides in the lobby. It's about creating authentic, purposeful, and human-centric environments. The office is transforming. It's moving from a place where work is mandated to a destination that employees choose to visit. It's becoming a hub for the things you can't do as well alone at home: deep collaboration, building community, and strengthening company culture. It's also a place that provides the tools and quiet spaces for deep, focused work. It's a physical manifestation of a company's soul, a place that promotes well-being, embraces sustainability, and is powered by seamless technology. By listening to the needs and expectations of Gen Z, companies aren't just designing for a single generation. They are designing for the future of work itself. The principles of flexibility, choice, well-being, and purpose are universal. By embracing them, organizations can create workplaces that are more engaging, more productive, and more resilient for everyone. The revolution is here, and it's being designed one thoughtful, flexible, and sustainable space at a time. Thanks for tuning in to Fun Facts Online.